The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. To Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. And this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Edwards looking it over. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 9.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Thunder trailing by 3. Count that one for Dort.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Up top, Edwards, defended by Dort. Edwards passes to Conley. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Dort off the drive. Here's Hartenstein. Rebound, Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniel. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Wallace is checked in. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Nifty move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Williams.
Well, Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
That one is off. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here's Williams. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Williams kicks to Caruso. Five on the clock. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep three. Caruso grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Wallace. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Caruso kicks to Wallace. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. Misses the three. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. He gets it in there.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Williams. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Timberwolves leading by 5. For 3, Edwards. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Williams uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's not going to go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Minnesota on top, up 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
We've got Jaden McDaniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. And it's Clark in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Here's Caruso. A three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Clark inside. Defended by Caruso. And it's good, 2 points.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Can't cash in from close range.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Alexander Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The Thunder also changing it up. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Dort wide open. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Clark kicks to Edwards. From Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now Edwards. 23 points in the game. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Edwards crashing in from outside.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Outside, Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Thunder with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Williams passes to Wallace. Outside Williams. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The Thunder with another miss, and the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 17-4 run. And Edwards launches it from deep. Thunder with the rebound. Outside Williams, over Edwards. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
For the three, trains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
And it's Wallace penetrating. Misses from close range. Timberwolves leading by 19. For three, Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dort misses. The Timberwolves shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. And the three ball is good. Holmgren's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
2 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Outside Edwards. Cans it from downtown. Edwards got 38 points.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Sweet little floater. Williams has got 6 points.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. That one goes. Count it. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Now Holmgren takes a 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Out to Conley. Shoots over Dort. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Timeout. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hartenstein against Gobert. Looking to end the run. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 11 points in the quarter. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 49 points in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Holmgren the screen. Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minod's checked in. And that one misses. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Now it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. And the layup falls. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to George. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Edwards can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line for the Thunder, Williams taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Some changes for Minnesota. Garza's checked in, and Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Cason Wallace in for George. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Over to the left wing. Dillingham, no good. Caruso looking for an opening. On the wing, Williams. Floats it up for Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Out to Wallace. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. No good on the 3. Dillingham. Drills it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Minnesota leading by a full 31. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Oklahoma City shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dillingham. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The three for DiVincenzo. And another three for Minnesota.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Ingles with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. Here's the three. Joe Ingles, and that's good. Ingles has got himself on the board with three there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Over Dillingham. Rebound by Alexander-Walker. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ingles against Wiggins. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams comes in for Jang. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Pass to Caruso. From outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Dillingham. Hits it from three-point range.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Instead, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Lets it fly. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Bounce pass from Reed. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Dort gets it to go.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Here's Miller. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The quick look, no good that time. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Right side, Dort. Here's Williams. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Here's Minot. Sinks the triple. Minot's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Shot from the wing, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Timberwolves shooting a superb 63% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight. Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Dillingham. And that one is off. Nice defense from Dort. To the paint, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.